Generic greetings, and welcome back to Prison Architect Warden Mode. In the previous episode, we got this yard put in, even though it's an indoor yard. I don't like the idea of it being a yard and indoors, but yeah, it is what it is. So we have a yard over there. We also did all of this solitary and got some cells sorted. So in general, we did quite well. I'm just going to go for some concrete tiles at the moment and then just rush up the top here. Put some concrete tiles all the way around and along, because what we want to do this episode is finish off this room to the right there, and we'll have in there almost certainly we'll have our extra common room in there, which is going to be bigger than on the right, but you know what? It is what it is. Maybe we'll change things up. What I could do, I could easily move, say, the chapel or something over that way and have a common room here, but nah, we'll probably go for a common room on the right-hand side. We want another parole would be nice, and we do have room for it in here, or we could have another parole in there, which is probably something we could do. We also don't have any area for a cleaning cupboard, and I think a cleaning cupboard would be very, very beneficial to us. But either way, we'll work on that as we progress on throughout this episode. But the main thing we want to do is in here. This is going to be where we have death row. Now, I'm not saying we're going to get death row done this episode, but we'll at least plan it off, and that's the plan. So have a plan, stick to it. If it doesn't work, well, you know, well, it's only Prison Architect, and I think we'll actually get some sleep tonight if we do fail on that one. So let's just go planning 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could have something in there where we have I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That could be our parole, and then we do need a cleaning cupboard. Having that as cleaning cupboard would be very, very big, wouldn't it? Do we want to do that? Do we want to have a cleaning cupboard there? And why haven't we got... Where's the other snipers gone? We've got a total of 4 snipers, and for some reason they're just not about here. They might be stuck somewhere. Let's just shake down this place. In terms of danger level, we haven't really looked at it often. We've got danger level low. 28 prisoners say they're well treated, with 83 of those prisoners, 85 now, being suppressed because of the couple of armed guards that we've got wandering around, which is always useful. We've got 1 in solitary, plus 5 awaiting. I'm guessing there's been a bit of violence somewhere. Yeah, it looks like Grade Wobble Wallace, which is prison number 6494681, has... convictions of torture, assault, and perjury. Torture? Well, okay. A serious injury and attack prisoner. And then Christopher Stacey. And not there, no. Yeah, essentially, what's happened is there's been a bit of a fight. So I'm just going to keep an eye on where these prisoners are taken, and we should be able to, hopefully, to get a CI. There's Scott Gulliford, and no way to get a CI yet. Tom Carter, he's been got, and Paul Cadwell. 2 days in the prison, but he's tough. He's also had the crap beaten out of him, but hey-ho. So, do I want a cleaning cupboard, and if so, where would I want to put it? Well, we'll have a look over on the main part of the prison. None of this can be changed, really. God, them security cams are really annoying. Not really around there. Can't really have it around here. Nor would we want to. Looks like people are following this route here now. Yeah, look at that there. They're following that route to the T. That's interesting. You would think they'd be going around the outside. I don't know. Anyway. So. Cleaning cupboard, we might have it in here, but it actually doesn't really alter what we're going to do around this place. So we'll have a door there. We'll have a wall across. And we'll have this as parole. Alright, so there's parole. We'll have guard deployed in there. Obviously for parole, quite simple visitor table. There. Doesn't really matter where it goes. And because this one's for hard knocks, we'll have it as a slightly different design. We will actually have another parole, but it'll be death row appeal when it goes in here, you see, so it will be slightly different. I might as well start planning this off. So walls will go around like that. Quite honestly, though, we don't need it that big, but that's what we're going to have. This is going to be our death row in here. That's our execution facility, essentially. And then we need access to this bit, which is a bit of a shame because of the size of it. And I wanted to put the cells along this side because that's the further away from the wall. Well, there's no reason why we can't actually. We could do that. And have cells go along. It's 5, 5, and 5. And 4, rather. Well, we could do that. But we could also shrink it down 1. And again. And have different gradings of death row. That's not something I've ever done before in the game. Death row grading. What would we have if we did that? 4, 4, 4, and 4. That's okay. 1, 2, 3, 4 cells. But we'll have to get rid of that access, put the access in here, and this would be a big security area. Not entirely against that. The only problem is we've got a very, very big area here that's got no purpose whatsoever. Here's a thing that we might be able to do. Do I do that? That's an interesting thing. We could have cells like that. Have that entrance there. Have an entrance there. Thinking aloud here. That could be protective custody, but we'd only have an entrance in here. Come along. And that no. It's muddy in the water too much. It's muddy in the water too much. I'm not a big fan of this big open area, but I'm not opposed to it either. It's not terrible. Oh, we'll have it. We'll go with that. Okay, so we'll dismantle that. And we'll crack on with the rest of this. So we've got... Oh my good grief, another death straight away. There'll be someone extremely deadly. Where are they? Where have they been? Are they in the chapel? Richard Davies. Yeah. He's a snitch. And he's been... Yeah. Killed straight away. Probably someone with extremely deadly. We need a protective custody, don't we? We do need it, because otherwise it's just going to get out of hand completely. Where can I put protective custody? I think we might alter these. Block this off and just make cells and have these protective custody. Problem with that is it means a bit of a redesign there. And you can see they do see some use, this thing. We could even think about putting protective custody around. What the hell's going on there? Oh, more there. I'll tell you what we could do. This goes down to death row. We could have an entrance in here. Right. And then we'll have maybe an entrance in here. And have protective custody either side. Like that. And have 4 protective custody. Means the original idea in here for our common room just ain't gonna cut it. Could get rid of parole. Yeah, okay. That's the plan. Sometimes it's worth going back on that and, you know, made a decision. Knowing what we know now, planning the other side, it fits thematically, having a big security room and then entrances either side, and then you have protective custody one side, and then the other side you have your death row. You have to always come through the security area. That makes total sense. Having parole here was a decision that was, I think, okay. I don't think there was any big issues with that. But on reflection, now that we've seen, there's always this big gap thing here though that we just don't need nor want. Do that then, I guess. Yeah. But once we, on reflection, now that we've got this sorted, I guess it's... I guess we know that probably this is a better one. Oh well. Large jail door going there. Problem with large jail doors everywhere is that obviously it's taking time for people to wander around. So I'm going to dismantle that. We don't need the jail door there. A large jail door there. Nor do we really need one on the thing here. We just need to dismantle a bit of wall. And just have an open plan, you see. Don't know if it's a good idea, but that's what we're going to do. Right. So death row. Solitary there. Solitary other side. And then those will be designated as protective custody, like so. Like that. Cool. That worked. I'm surprised. And we obviously need to brick up this bit down the bottom. Cool. So, let's get this area done. This will help out a lot. Sleep time, by the way. Shake down, not free fire. And we want phone booths in. All the way down the bottom. Can be fairly cramped, like the previous one. We'll have those in like so. We'll have TVs in either side. The chairs. And actually we'll cancel that. And we'll do that. And that's about right. There we go. Okay. So lots of searches to do. But I don't think there's anything major coming up. Don't know where the hacksaws came from. Almost certainly it's been trailed in. Let's go to informants, we'll see. Sorry, contraband. Oh my good grief, look at that. Do you think we have an issue with security? Ah! Look at it, it's chaos. It's chaos, everything's been taken everywhere. Wow. Yeah, that's... I mean, look at that. Everybody's had all of that. It's just been... Look at that one! Wow. That's a lot of red lines, in it. Wow. Yeah, that's... I can't... Where's that coming from? Let's see if I can click on that. So is that just the one? Thrown in, brought around here, followed, traded, someone else, hidden, traded. That cell phone's pretty grubby, innit? Let's stop the shakedown. I can't believe that it's been traded that much. Wow. Anyway, so a security room in here. We will have an office desk right at the front with a chair. And then we're going to have a CCTV monitor. 2 of them at the back, actually. We'll have 2 of those. We'll have a phone tap. But we won't have automatic door openers, because I don't think we're going to have them in this place. So... we'll have a metal floor. And we'll have concrete tiles. We'll have concrete tiles. Protective custody will have fancy tiles. Because they can. Okay. So, that's going to be our security. This is going to be protective custody, and it sort that out. And then this will be death row. So, 4 cells. This will be your green mile, or whatever it would be called, and then you've got your bit at the bottom, which is for, well, that's be the room, and not the Tommy Wiseau film. Thank insert generic deity here. So, metal floor, maybe across there. Obviously, death row will go in there. Yeah, it's a lot of work to do around here. And a lot of CCTV. A lot of CCTV. We'll do that. We'll do that. And we'll also have to wire these up. That should be connected now. How's our grid? Grid's fine. Don't actually have a door into here, which is interesting. So we will have a solitary door in there. Large jail door in there. And there we are. So, also don't have a filing cabinet in here, so it's not a legitimate room. No, it is a legitimate room. Good. And because I cancelled a lot of stuff around here, flooring in there. So there's the flooring put in. We will have this now designated as common room. Common room. There we are. And we will wire up the phone tap. Job done. Okay, so that's wired up. We haven't got many CCTV monitors, cameras around these places. So we'll probably need one in there. One either side there. We don't really need any in here, to be quite honest with you. But it would be nice to have one. As if I did move that down one, I would be able to put one there. So let's do that. Let's dismantle these. Then I'll move them down, you see. Still bugs me that you need to actually unlock the doors in order for them to dismantle it. So I'll put these back on. Then we'll brick them back up. And then the CCTV camera can go there. Don't need one in here. Prudent to have one there. And also watching every cell. See, I'll put one like that in every one of those. Right, so that guy smelt a tunnel there. That could be a legit tunnel, that. Let's search the toilets. That could be legit. That could be legit. No, nothing. I'll keep an eye on that. I'll keep an eye on that one. Right, so I've got my CCTV monitors in. Need to wire it up, but I'm going to leave it there because what I want to do is cancel all of the CCTV monitors we've currently got going. Because it's a nightmare at the moment. They're always flashing, there's always some problems. We've now got so much CCTV monitoring capability, we can have them all on their individual bit, and so they're not turning on and off constantly. So, and that'll stop the horrible screen flashing all the time. So, I know it's going to take a little while, but I think it'll be worth it, and should be a better viewing experience. So, we'll do that, and we'll see how it goes. In terms of prisoners, 104 prisoners. 70 grand balance, 2 grand profit, plus or minus whatever we get from the early release. 17% reoffending rate, that's good. Punishment's going up, reforms middling, security is high, health is still down a bit, but we do have the problem with that, and the reason why it's so high is because people can freely smuggle drugs in, or just fling it over the wall. That's the main security problem. And we can't do anything about it. I can't do anything about it. We are searching them. We have got dogs, but people are still getting narcotics and stuff across, and it's still a bit of a nightmare. But it is what it is, and we're doing the best we can. For whatever reason, there's only one guard available, because we've got 30 odd patrolling. I'm going to have... We've got 30 regular guards and 30 patrolling. That's interesting. Go to deployment, guard patrols. We're going to cancel that patrol off there. We don't need a patrol in there. We'll just start paring this down just a little bit. Those are alright. Those are fine. I think it's just a case of hire 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 more guards. There you go. We're not in it for the profit here. We've got so much we can manage it. God, look at that. Look how many people are in the security. Loads. Snipers, armed guards. Well, not armed guards, but guards. Speaking of them guards, we'll need to go over to the programs and down to guard tiers cert and fire that up as well. Okay, so we're going to leave it there. And, insert other generic surprise noise here. We don't have an area for death row appeals. We need a death row appeals. Darn. Oh, this would have been the perfect size for it as well. Don't think we'd have it in the power station, though. I think there's probably some regs against that. So, I need to have death row appeals. So where am I gonna put that? Darn. I know where I could put it. I could put it there. I shift all these down one, make this a bit smaller, put it in that corner. Only three of these. We're never gonna have. I don't think we're ever gonna have 4 anywhere. Okay, that's what we'll do. That's the next episode job. Next episode, death row appeals, sort the cameras out, and we'll see how we get on. As always, hope you have enjoyed the video. Thanks very much for watching. Take care, and generic partings. Don't know why I just did a little dance around, but, you know, because we can, I guess.